Sham Out Loud. Subscribe now. Wow.
Well, now sit down, young buck. Let me pour this truth like whiskey in a tin cup. Ain't no shame in listening if you got ears to hear, 'cause I seen a man named Sham dance too close to the fire one year. They say Sham stood for Stoic Holistic Affirmation music. That boy had wisdom, like oak root strong and lucid. But one sultry summer down in Biloxi's flame, he let the cards whisper sweet nothings and called his name. Now Sham, he weren't no fool, not by trade, nor by tale. He spoke like Epictetus with a southern drawl in his sail. But temptation's a patient devil, sitting slick with a grin, dealing chips not from the table, but from deep within. He said, I'll only play one hand, just one roll, just one spin. But the devil in Biloxi don't deal in ones. Oh, the lights were soft red, like sin in a dress, dice clicking like bones, rolling toward regret. And I swear I saw Sham's soul lean left when he bed purpose for pleasure and ended up bereft. Now listen to me, son, I said with a low sigh. Fortune's a fickle mistress, she always lies. Gambling ain't about money, it's a test of your core. It's wanting something for nothing and begging for more. And Sham, he lost not cash, but a piece of his flame. He stared in the mirror and saw no name, no affirmations, no stoic calm breath. Just a hollow-eyed man who flirted with death, but he clawed his way back like roots through stone, whispering truths he should always known. I ain't meant to chase chaos or the dice man's song. I'm meant to build peace even when the world feels wrong. So hear this, my friend. Before you sit down to play, there ain't no luck worth the life you'll trade away. The devil in Biloxi still shuffles them cards, still smiles at men who carry soft hearts with scars. But Sham got wise and walked out that door, left temptation behind like tracks on a shore. He sings now of balance, of breath and of grace, of knowing your limits and staying in place. So if you ever feel lucky or bold or too proud, just remember that Sham once shouted too loud, and the devil in Biloxi, he still hears that sound. But Sham out loud, well, he's wisdom bound. Now go on, take this tale and tuck it tight in your chest. And if you must gamble, bet only on your best.
Sham Out Loud. Subscribe now.
Yeah. Check it. Down in Biloxi where the salt there's thick, sits a back room table where the cards fall quick, and at the head of it, cool and calm, a legend of the coast, the man they call Sham, playing host to a ghost. He been running the table since the sun went down, taking stacks of chips from every fool in town with a silver tongue and a poker face of stone, the baddest bartender that the Gulf had ever known. Then the door creaks open, kills the laughter in the room. A man in a black suit steps out from the gloom, Smelled of sulfur, whiskey and a cheap cigar. Had a diamond stick and a fresh new scar. He didn't say a word, just pulled up a chair, fixed his cold black eyes in a reptilian stare. Said, heard you were the man, son, with ice inside your veins. Tonight I'm looking for a little more than monetary gains. The players at the table, they all cashed out fast. They knew this kind of game was never built to last. The air got heavy, the whiskey tasted thin. This wasn't about the money, this was about the sin. And the devil laid his cards there, and the devil laid his cards down on field for your wax. He said, I ain't here for silver sham, I'm here for your anatomy. Your soul is in the pot now, boy, so what your way could be. Sham just green and said, deal the cards and we will see. I served up damnation in 100 different glasses. This ain't nothing but a Tuesday as far as my life passes. 2 cards down, the flop comes fast, a king and 9 of 3. Sham's got pocket kings, a monster trip. You see the devil done flinch, just pushes in his stack. A mountain of black chips, there ain't no turning back. The turn card is a jack, the river is a 9, giving Sham a full house, feeling mighty fine. He slides his whole life forward on that river card's reveal, thinking he just taught the devil how a mortal man can feel. The devil just chuckled, slow and deep and mean. Flipped his 2 cards over, a pair of pocket queens. He said, a full house is a good hand, son. You played it like a pro, but 4 of a kind's better anywhere you go. Your soul is mine. Sham, the contract is now sealed. Sham leaned back, took a drink. His cool was unrevealed. He said, you won the hand, friend, but you didn't read the terms. A bartender's soul ain't his to lose. It belongs to the worms and the germs and every sorry sucker I serve. And still went home alone, still went home.
Sham Out Loud, subscribe now. Wow.
Thank you for keeping my vision with your eyes and hearing it with your ears and hopefully your heart and soul. From where I sit down here in the hollow with the beautiful waterfall view, I reckon that Sham may be on to something that needs to be heard out loud. So mash that subscribe button and share this video. If you see my little 4-legged tour guide, tell him it's time to find his way home. Thank you. Stay stoic, my friend.
Sham Out Loud, subscribe now. Wow. Sham Out Loud, subscribe now.